Nate.
Hi, I'm Sarah.
Congratulations on your purchase of a Starlab system. With it, you will take your students far beyond planet Earth. Properly maintained, your system will give you years of trouble-free use.
This video is intended as a guide only. For complete information regarding your Starlab system, please refer to your owner's manual.
Let's begin. We'll start by discussing some safety tips.
In order to maximize the overall quality of your Starlab system and make sure that the components are not damaged in any way, it's always important that you follow these simple safety rules when utilizing your Starlab system.
Never set up your Starlab dome near an open flame or a point heat source, such as a radiant heater or an incandescent bulb. This can easily damage the dome. Never allow someone who is smoking in or near the dome.
Never allow food or drink inside the Starlab system, as it could make the inside of the dome sticky or potentially cause damage to the projection equipment.
Never leave the projection equipment lying loose on the floor where it could be damaged. When not in use, it should be stored in the case.
Never set up the Starlab system outdoors. There is a potential for damage because the Starlab should not be exposed to direct sunlight or moisture, and even a gentle breeze has the potential to knock over a fully inflated Starlab system.
Never leave a group of students alone in the Starlab dome. The educator should always be the first in and the last out.
Always make sure that there is a clear path out of the Starlab system. The Starlab should never be set up on a stage where there is a potential for it to fall off. In the event of an emergency, you can simply lift the side of the Starlab dome and allow individuals to exit through that matter. Never allow people to exit directly through the inflation tube, as that can be dangerous.
Before setting up the Starlab, you will need to prepare a space for it. The Starlab takes up considerable room. The standard dome will require 11 feet of vertical clearance and a floor space 21 by 21 feet. The giant dome will require 16 feet of vertical clearance and a floor space of 27 by 27 feet. Commonly used areas are gymnasiums, large multipurpose rooms, and classrooms that have had the desks cleared out of the way.
It is important to prepare the floor surface as well. The surface should be free of dirt and grime, as this can damage your Starlab system. Generally, carpeted areas work best for your Starlab. Although tempting, the Starlab should never be set up outdoors, as there is the potential for damage from rocks and other ground material. Additionally, a slight wind or breeze can knock the Starlab system over.
The Starlab requires access to electricity. You will need 2 cords, one for the fan and one for the projection equipment. The projector can handle 100 to 240 volts. However, the fan requires a transformer if you're using 240 volt power. If you have any questions about electrical requirements, please do not hesitate to contact us.
The Starlab has no temperature control. As air is constantly circulating throughout the Starlab dome, the Starlab tends to be several degrees cooler than the outside air. To maximize performance of your Starlab system, it is important, especially in hot weather, that you utilize a climate-controlled area for your system.
While the Starlab dome blocks light, it does not block much sound. Therefore, you should use it in as quiet an environment as possible.
Next, we will demonstrate how to set up your digital Starlab dome. For purposes of this video, we will be focusing only on the digital Starlab dome. However, this procedure is similar for that of the classic dome. After you have prepared the space, place the duffel bag containing the dome in the center of it. Unzip the canvas duffel bag and remove the dome. Place the bag in a safe location where you can find it easily when it's time to pack up the Starlab. Next, decide where you want the door to go. You will usually want this in an easy-to-access spot. Before unfolding it, move the dome until the door is in roughly the place you want. Unfold the dome and pull it into a roughly circular shape. The inflation tube connects directly to the door. Connect the inflation tube to the blower. You may want to use the included bungee cord for greater stability. Turn the blower on high. You may need to hold the door upright while the dome is inflating. The inflation tube forks. One part inflates the airlock door, and the other circulates air throughout the dome. The door will inflate quickly and the rest of the dome will follow. Make sure that the flap covering the inflation tube is fully open. The Digital Starlab dome is an air-supported, self-regulating structure. On the rear of the dome are 4 vents, which can be adjusted to control airflow. When the dome is fully inflated, it is entirely self-supporting. When you have finished setting up the digital dome, it is time to set up the projector. Normally, this is done inside the dome. For this video, we will be demonstrating setup outside the dome. Keep in mind that your projector may differ in appearance from the one that is pictured here. The projection system for the Digital Starlab is shipped in a single flight case. This case doubles as the stand and also holds all of the accessories for the Digital Starlab. Open the case by pulling out and turning the keys to disengage the 4 latches located 2 on each long side of the case. To do so, pull the key up and turn to the left. Make sure to lay them flat again. Place the top or lid of the case on the floor with the foam side down in the center of the dome. This is the base of the stand. We have left plenty of extra room in the pockets for you to add your own equipment if so desired. Remove all of the components from the bottom of the case, starting with the projector. Place it on a stable surface. Remove all other components, including the computer, 2 speakers, cables, and remote. Place them in an area where no one will trip on them. Once empty, flip the case bottom onto its side so that the projector brackets are parallel to the floor. Place the bottom section of the case onto the top section so that the latches are aligned with the latch hooks. Make sure that the latches are securely fastened and laid flat. After you have set up the stand, it is time to set up your projector. With the bottom of the projector facing away from you and fisheye lens pointing up, carefully slide the projector downwards onto the 2 brackets located on the upper left side of the stand. Both projector hooks should fit securely in the brackets on the stand. Next, connect all the cables to the projector. Attach both the power cord and the VGA cable. The VGA cable should then be plugged into the mini display port on your laptop. Plug in your projector and computer into a power strip. Plug the included speakers into your laptop. Once everything has been plugged in, turn on the computer and projector. The projector can be turned on with the remote or with the control panel. The final step is to load Starry Night software. Double-click the projector icon. Immediately afterward, double-click the small dome icon. The program will start after a brief boot-up period. It will automatically output to the projector. For more information on how to operate your digital projector, please see your owner's manual. If you have a classic Starlab, please refer to this section for instructions on how to use your projector. In order to effectively use the projector inside the dome, you need to elevate it. Placing the projector case on one end makes a stable, convenient platform. Next, take off the cardboard tube, cap, and plastic mesh. You will want to save these pieces, as you will need them when you put the Starlab away. Plug your projector in. Make sure the connection is tight. The control panel for your projector is clearly marked. All of the knobs twist with minimal effort. If you find a knob is stuck, call us rather than trying to force it. Projection cylinders slide on and are held magnetically. Make sure the cylinder plate is horizontal. Line up the tab on the cylinder plate with the notch on the bottom of the cylinder. Lower the cylinder over the lamp housing. You will hear a click as the cylinder locks into place. To remove a cylinder, make sure the cylinder plate is horizontal. Grasp the upper rim of the cylinder and gently pull it straight up. For a more detailed description of how to operate your classic projector, please refer to your owner's manual. Because the Starlab dome is an air-supported structure, Leaving the door open for an extended period of time will cause the dome to begin to deflate. As a result, it's necessary to have visitors enter the dome one at a time. It is always a good idea to have 2 adults working to assist. One adult acts as a doorkeeper, while the second stands inside the Starlab where the airlock door meets the dome. Visitors should be instructed to enter and exit the dome in a single file line. After every 3 people enter the dome, the doorkeeper should hold the door closed for about 5 seconds to give the dome a chance to reinflate. It is also helpful for the person on the inside to have a flashlight or battery-powered lantern that he or she can shine to help illuminate the way. It is easiest to enter the airlock door sideways. The bottom of the door is attached by Velcro to the rest of the dome. The bottom of the door can be peeled away to allow larger or physically challenged persons to enter the dome more easily. Have the last person entering the dome turn the fan down to medium or low. The Starlab can accommodate users who are physically challenged. Since the dome has no floor, one side can be lifted to allow ingress and egress of handicapped persons. You will need 2 people to do this. First, turn the fan to its highest setting. Have one person lift the side of the dome. Handicapped persons should enter the dome before everyone else. When you are done using your digital Starlab, it's time to put it away. First, you will want to put away the projector. Power everything down. It is best to leave the projector turned off but plugged in for a few minutes to give the bulb a chance to cool. Take the projector off the stand. Remove everything else as well. Collapse the stand. Place all of the components into their appropriate pockets. Place the lid of the projector case and latch it firmly. You can take down the digital dome by following the steps used to set it up in reverse. Pay close attention to this demonstration. Fold the inflation tube over so that it lays flat on the rest of the dome material. Deflate your dome and pull it into a line. Walk along the length of the dome, pushing the edges in so that the width of the material is about 3 feet or 1 meter. Do not make it too narrow or too wide because it will not fit back into the dome bag. Fold the door onto the dome as well. Start rolling up the dome like a sleeping bag from the inflation tube end. The tighter you start to roll, the easier it will fit into the bag. Pause every few rolls to let any trapped air come out. Kneeling or sitting on the dome will help to push the air out. Unzip the dome bag and drape it over the top of the rolled up dome. Roll the dome over so that the bag is now underneath and carefully zip the bag closed, making sure not to catch any of the material in the zippers. Store the dome in a cool, dry place. Do not store it in an unventilated closet or room that is damp because the canvas bag will get moldy. If the Starlab loses power, the dome will slowly start to deflate. It is imperative that your class be evacuated. Rather than using the door, it is possible to flip the dome over onto itself to collapse it quickly. This allows the class to evacuate in an orderly fashion. To do an emergency collapse, have all visitors stand up and move toward the center of the dome. Grasp the 2 flaps on either side of the door and pull downward. This will cause the dome to flip over onto itself. Once in motion, the fabric should continue to bunch up onto itself so that it falls to the floor. In just seconds, the entire group can be evacuated.
That covers how to set up and take down your Starlab system.
More information about your Starlab system can be located in your owner's manual. As always, if you should have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact us.
Enjoy your Starlab!